Morning YouTube. Today's going to be a little different. Instead of me posting a speed retouching workflow plus with a fancy little soundtrack, I am going to slow it down to which you guys can get an inside look to how I do stuff. And on this particular photo, I shot this at f4 using a 135mm lens with a speed of 1/25th of a second and ISO 100. In all of my workflow, I like to open the raw and convert it into smart object. The reason being is I can actually go back to each and every one and tweak whatever color that I need to tweak. For example, this, I would like to drop down the exposure just a tad and bring down the darkness, clarity up. Fill light, I don't need a lot of fill light. Exposure up a tad. It's okay on that. Perfect. And then I am going to bring back the brightness to the face. And then just selectively kind of bring out stuff that you think or I think that needs to be brought out. There is no right and wrong to doing an image. You just need to be expressive. Yeah, might as well bring all of it out. Here we go. Let's go ahead and flatten this image. Just like working with landscape photography, you want to selectively add or take away a brightness or add a color just so you can enhance the story a little bit and or separate your subject from the background. So right now what I'm doing is darkening up the background to give me that three-dimensional feel and trying to extract the subject and separate her from the background. Sweet, I like that. I like how those bushes kind of react to the color enhancement. But I'm going to create another layer, now that I've seen that, another layer for the, or adjustment just for the bushes. Sweet, the back background's reacting pretty good. Just leave that. You know what? I don't like it. Drop it down a little bit more. There we go. I think I'm satisfied with that. Go ahead and select that, and Option Command E on the Mac, and then Command G to group the layers together. Make another copy, and then let me just go ahead and crop this. Cropping a photo, you want to stay within the rules of the third. I usually try to target within these points as much as possible, or play tic-tac-toe. There you go, kind of like that. Sweet. Oops. Let's go ahead and Command E, merge that layer. I don't like that. Go with green or red for the channels. We go ahead and select that, create a new layer, paste it. Let me see what multiply can do for me. And, or overlay. Okay, let's go with multiply. Sweet. I like how multiply actually darken up the background, or darken up this tree. But then, like anything else, you want to be selective. So I'm just gonna darken up what's behind the tree to bring the tree out. What's cool about retouching is that you can actually do whatever you want to do as an artist. It doesn't matter how you look at things and how you see things. What matters is that you're satisfied with the work, the final output. And I'm also nervous because I'm doing this in real time. I don't even have a guideline. And also, this is my first time doing a YouTube podcast where you guys can see my ugly mug. Turn this down to 20 and just kind of paint 10% to the face. I like that. Or let me do 40. See what 40 can do for me. There you go. Sweet. Now let's try to give her like the desert type of look or the desert feel. Let me go ahead and select this color there. We blend that color together. I don't know if I'm drawn to this color. Let me select another color. Yeah, I'm not drawn to it. I'm just gonna stick with this. Let me go ahead and add sharpness. I'm gonna be very selective with the sharpness. First off, let me get this feather here. And then go to filter, sharpen, unsharp mask. Cool. Next, done on that. Be this little necklace here. And then filter, sharpen, unsharp mask. Like that. Done. And then the face. No, first let me do hair. Whoa. This side of the hair. Sharpen. Sweet. Done. And then the face. Usually when I sharpen the face, I want to look for distortion that I may create in the eyebrows area. Done that. Sweet. Now let me go ahead and create a layer. Wow. Create a layer. There we go. And then I am going to brush out the sharpening that I did earlier. 100. Just kind of go through the eyebrows. Lower down the opacity to get the skin. Bring it back up to get the hair. There we go. I can go on and on with the sharpening. I do selective sharpening, meaning that whatever I see that I wanna sharpen, I go ahead and selectively select them. Like this would be kind of pretty cool. Let's try that. little too much. And with the opacity of the brush, let me bring it down to 50. Just a little bit, you know? You don't have to be too much. Merge that. Give it a filter. See what I can do with the photo filter. Let me cool it. Again, there's no real way of approach, it's just your interpretation. So don't be afraid to experiment. Take the filter out. I want the subject to come out a little bit more. Brush and then work the background. %, opacity. Just for this, I feel like I want to leave the bush or this tree light, a little lighter than the rest. The dress I can actually, or this poncho, actually just work with the 40% brush, in the face 30%. Go back to 100 and just bring that thing in the back, darken that up. Go with 50. There you go. I think I'm satisfied with this. And then I am going to give it a little grain. My grain action is written by Michael Su. I'm not affiliated with him, but I've been using this film grain and also his black conversion. I don't use it as much, but as much as I use the film grain. There we go. It gives it that grainy look without it being really without overdoing it. And what I use it for is just for the face, to give it a little texture. So after printing, it retains texture to the face and not to the whole image. Gives it a sense that the pores are still there. Let me go 100%. If it's too much, you can selectively just brush some of it out. For example, in this photo, it's a little bit too much. Let's go ahead and flatten this group. So far what we have done is from here to here. once again, you're taking this photo from the original and down to here. If you don't like the final process, you can always redo it. Meaning you know, you can start over. That's what's cool about retouching, is that you can do, like I said, you can do whatever you want to do, and you can actually expressing yourself a little bit more on how you want to portray the photo during the final output. I know I have a tendency for going overboard, but let me just try one thing, see what happens. I'm gonna go back to that color layering again, see what I can gather off of that. No, I want to give it that desert type of feel, but I'm so weak with colors. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing now, so I will try to find something that will match. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that feel. Alright, before I destroy this photo even longer, let me just go ahead and save it. Give it a general sharpen overall. Okay, on that. J. I don't like her neck here, so let me just go ahead and tweak that neck. It's a little bit too big or too wide. Let's try doing it this way. Okay, that's pretty cool. There. And then let me just mask. Bring everything back. I didn't take much, so should be no reason where I'll go with yeah, I did. Craps. Alright, disregard that. Let's go and use the use Liquify. Liquify it just a little bit. There we go. Just a tad, not too much. I can see a little bump there, right here. Let me go back to the Liquify tool, and then bring this down a tad. Here we go. D. There's one more. Small little annoying piece right there. cool. I like that. So it's kind of proportioned on the one side to the other. Don't like how the well, I think I made a mistake there. Let me just correct that. Now the necklace is looking weird. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Nice. Just get this area here. Just so it'll blend in nice and clean. Nice. Good. And I think I'm satisfied with this. Here's the final photo.